I black out the moon. I wait for you to come around. You got me dancing in the dark. I close my eyes, but I won't sleep tonight. Baby, you should come with me. I'll take you to the dark side. Me and you and me, do bad things in the nighttime. Baby, you should come with me, and we can kill the lights, hit the lights, let it black out, hit the lights, let it black out. Blackbird, black moon, black sky, black light, black everything, black, black heart, black keys, black diamonds, black out, black everything, black, black everything, everything, all black, everything, everything, all black, everything, everything, all black, everything, everything, black. Nocturnal state of mind, children of the night, but it's the only way of life. It's black holes pulling me inside of this black heart, the black soul underneath this black, black sky. Baby, you should come with me. I'll take you to the dark side. Me and you and me, do bad things in the nighttime. Baby, you should come with me, and we can kill the lights, hit the lights, let it black out, hit the lights, let it black out, black out. Blackbird, black moon, black sky, black light, black everything, black, black heart, black keys, black diamonds, black out, black everything, black, black everything, everything, all black, everything, everything, all black, everything, everything, all black, everything, everything, black. Kill the lights, hit the lights, let it black out, hit the lights, let it black out, black out. Blackbird, black moon, black sky, black light, black everything, black, black heart, black keys, black diamonds, black out, black everything, black, black everything, everything, all black, everything, everything, all black, everything, everything, all black, everything, everything, black.
I had the roses, but never your heart. I lived a dream, now I'm in the dark. Oh, 'cause you ran away and took my life, and so ripped me to pieces, just let it all go. My heart was on fire, but you let me burn. You got me wired, now there's no return. No. My heart was on fire, but you let me burn. You got me wired, now there's no return. No, you took my heart, you took my soul, rip me to pieces, let it all go.
Well, hello! Before I was supposed to start the stream, I was bored out of my ass for like 45 minutes, so obviously I'm running late. So I'm still kind of setting things up. Most important, I forgot to put on coffee in time. But hey, I have a Monster Cat Twitch license, so you can enjoy some hip contemporary beats while I'm setting things up. One of the worries lately has been the quality of the microphone audio. I don't know if there's something wrong with this whole setup. I hope not, but I'm gonna check by listening to my own stream with... seems to be working fine. So I'm twitching. I'm streaming. That is my... I'm twitching on I'm streaming on Twitch song. I'm twitching. I'm streaming. So anyway, if you followed things along, originally I was supposed to fly from Lisbon to Casablanca. But since I have this wonderfully oversized plane to work with, I decided to change things. So I'm flying the shortest realistic route that the newer generation 747-8 planes fly. Meaning meaning what? I don't know. Meaning that we are gonna fly from Beijing to Shanghai instead. And that should be fun. So it's gonna be a bit longer of a cruise than I'm used to. We are planning to use runway 19. So the first step is to figure out where the heck is runway 19. Of course, I could load the charts, which was one of the things I forgot to do in time. But meanwhile we can look around this exciting scenery. I know that that's 35 left. That is number 1. Okay, that's... The hip beats have finished. Therefore, I think it's time to move things along a bit. Let's look at the SBA airport charts that I have not installed yet. Very professional. Very professional indeed. But anyways, I've tweaked X-Plane 10 some. I've installed new cloud textures and new concrete and tarmac and asphalt textures for the ground, and obviously I installed scenery for Beijing. Although I'm surprised by the severe lack of a humongous town. Although I'm not sure if the Beijing airport is anywhere near the actual city, because they often aren't. So, looking at AGC, we shouldn't have. We don't have a runway. No, wait, there it is. We do have runway 19. Runway 19 is actually that one. That's actually pretty good, but I don't know if you can actually use it, so we shall see. We'll ask the robot woman in a second. Meanwhile, let's look at the plane and let us power on the plane. We have external power, so let's turn that on. Batteries on, utilities on, and let's start aligning the IRSs, because that's gonna take some time. There we go. I'm gonna configure the rest of that later, but first let's look at some facts. Okay, we are not loaded in any way, shape, or form. We should be pounds. I don't actually know what Air China uses, but we're going to use pounds because that's how my flight plan is configured. And actually, I want to hide the yoke because it's on my way. I don't like things being on my way. Yes, we have cautions because this plane has not been turned on yet. So, FMC, do we need FMC? No, we need radios. Let's listen to the robot woman. The robot woman knows everything. 80s is 131.45. Turn it on as well. Whoops. Hello? Robot woman? Oh. I'm listening to the... Which one is this one? Is it the center one? No. The right one? No. Okay, let's tune it in this one. 131.45. Robot woman, speak to me. You are not speaking to me. Let's try the other frequency. 127.600. Yes. Arriving departing runways 01. That works out great for me because that's whoops, that's the one that's right over there. That's 01. And we agree that it has enough length for our departure. I'm sure we're flying very light, and it's a very powerful aircraft. We're flying very light. Okay. So let's configure the overhead. Auto. This one goes to aux. That much I can remember. On. These things aren't on yet, so they actually stay at off, but that is okay with me. Those should be normal. Excellent, and standby power is on auto as well. Emergency lights are not clickable, so we won't click those. Let's turn nav lights on. All of the fuel. Give it to me. Yes. Ring anti-ice to auto. It doesn't want to go, so I guess we won't turn it. Bleeds off. Yes. Yes, your damper on. We don't need the ram air turbine. Things shouldn't get that bad, but it's clickable. Good to know. In case I totally fuck this up, which wouldn't exactly be the most surprising thing. The air conditioning system seems to be kind of unfinished because these are not all clickable, which I'm surprised by. This plane, this is the Super Simulation Group SSG 747. It's gotten rave reviews, and I'm really surprised that it doesn't have everything mapped, but yep. Unfortunately, the things aren't really all that. Things really aren't PMDG level on X-Plane. At least not yet. So okay, so if we're departing runway 01, then I need to look at the flight plan a bit. But actually, I don't think it's gonna be a problem, because usually these things are planned out. So we are gonna go LATX, and if we leave via the we're planning to go on. What happened? We're planning to go on LAD 61D, which I do not see anywhere. It's runway 19. Oh, there it is, LADX 61D, so we need to change that. If we go on runway 01 and we want to head south, it's going to be LADX 51D. That is a simple change. That is good. So let's put in our loads. Loads. Payload. We are planned to have 219 paying passengers, and our estimated zero fuel weight should be 53 tons, well, 54 tons. Let's click on these. This is pretty close. Can't I choose an exact number of passengers? Apparently not. Okay. 39, so we'll get some extra cargo to hit 539. There we go. Let's here's the bug again. Both of the plus and minus signs increase our weight, but I want to decrease it. Now I can decrease it. So we need to go to 1, 3. Yes, this is pretty exact. So that is our loads in. We're still like 1,000 pounds, no, like 10,000 pounds under what the plan says, but that's good. If it's lower than what it is, that's okay. And fuel, manual select, and fuel we should have 62.6. Okay, here we go again. Less 62.6, 62.6, 62. I can't go down. Fuck this plane sometimes. It's pretty fun to fly, but oh, so annoying. And now the plus sign is taking us down. 62.9, that's okay. Okay, loading fuel. Excellent, excellent. So now let's see, apparently we have navigation. So let us begin with our navigation data is in date. Okay, we don't have to give the IRS our GPS position. That's okay. We are at ZBA, ZBAA, or Zulu Beta Alpha Alpha. And we are at gate, no fucking clue. But that's okay, we have a GPS position, so route. Our destination is Shanghai, and that is ZSPD. That is the Zaire something police department, I don't know. Zulu Sierra Papa Delta. We are leaving on runway 01. We are flight number Air China CA 1557, which I checked today was flown with an Airbus 330, but they also fly this route and this particular flight with this particular aircraft, so we are extremely realistic. Activate route 1. So we shall add things by going departure and arrival, departing runway 01, and we are lat 51D, and LATEX is indeed our transition. Execute that, go to route, next page, lat 51 to LATEX, and from there we go V31, which is an airway, to YQG, from there we go to W568 to Abtab. From there we go from Abtab to A593, 593 to VMB. W1661 to Susan. And then we go to arrival, and our arrival at this point is 17 left, which we should have. Let's see. Set SPD. I'm looking at the approach chart to see if we should be 17 left Yankee Zulu, or do we have X-ray? No. We have VOR DME. Actually, it was funny, one day I was flying a route and they cleared me for a VOR DME landing. I was using air traffic during that flight, and I was like, what's VOR DME approach? So I had to Google what approach I was doing, and I landed safely. So victory in all kinds of regards. So 17 left, and we are coming in from that's Silas Yankee on 17 left. Let's use that one. Looks good. And our star is SAS. 1-2A. There it is, and our transition is Susan. And execute that. So let's look at our route. Looks good. Let's look at the legs, and let us step through that to see if there's anything even remotely appropriate about this. So step. We have route discontinuity at that point. Okay, let us see. Let's just, yep, that's that taken care of. So after Susan, oops, we need to go through the whole thing again, I see. Okay. VMP Susan, QPK. Yep. Seems okay. So we have our flight plan in. Excellent. We go to performance. In it we are going to cruise at 41,000 feet, which is cool. The center of gravity is right here. Cruise mode, no speed. Okay. Clear. I believe our cost index is 100 because we are going at full blast. Our reserve fuel is 23.4. Invalid format. Okay. So it's just 23. Suits me. Earth and our cruise center of gravity will be something. Our flight plan fuel usage prediction is fluctuating wildly, I choose to take it as an excellent sign. Winds will be, whoops, that is not what I was going to enter. Our cruise winds are predicted at 280-081. I want to take them in? Okay. I will not force them upon you. No speed, cruise modes. No, okay. Return thrust limit. Let's derate to like 20. Yeah, okay. Takeoff speed. What's our flap settings? Let's say flaps 10. 10's a flap setting. That gives us V speeds that seem reasonable enough. See how precise my approach to this whole thing is. Our trim was 6. Okay. 6. Auto brake to RTO. Whoops. Did not mean to push that one. Okay, our takeoff reference. And we are on a wet runway. Right. Did that. No, we still have the same V speeds. Good. I think we are pretty much set. Transition altitude. What's our transition altitude? And do we have speed restrictions? True. We are runway 1. Our transition altitude is, whoa, our transition altitude varies, which is interesting. Let's listen to the robot woman again, because I need to have our barometer setting to. So it's 3-1. 3115. So it's 10. So it's hold on. It's lower than that, no. Lower than, higher than that, no. So it's, our transition altitude is 9,850 feet, which is, I've never seen that before. Neat. But I don't think we have, looks like we don't have speed restrictions. Let's see. No, we don't. So our speed is, I guess, 265 dash 264. No, 265. Damn. 265 dash 9,850. That is insane. Oh, it doesn't. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Dash 9850. No, it doesn't want to take it in. Well, it's very. Oh wait. It has it. Has it already. God damn it. One day I will grow eyes. Not like ice baby, but you know, eyes that can see. Okay. 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 I think we are about set. Looks like we don't have much room for a pushback, but our taxi is very, very reasonable. Which is good. So, let us start the APU. Because we want to get rid of that GPU truck. And I actually want to okay, we have some little fuel left. We can keep these off. APU is on. We'll see when the APU generator lights come on. Okay, APU available, generators on, external power off. Let's you fuck off. And then we can begin our tow. Oh, parking brake was on. So aft and slow speed. Engage tow. So let's turn the APU bleed on. Packs are off. Isolation valves are as they are. I think we're ready for an engine start. Do you have a pushback truck? No, there's no pushback truck. Engage 2. It would appear that it wants to fail. Okay. Now we are wait, what's happening? Alright, I haven't calibrated my joystick. That explains it. Actually, let's do that. So stop for a second. And I've had problems with my, unfortunately, with my joystick, so it's a very good idea to calibrate it every time, and especially pitch. As you can see, I am using the pitch control, but it doesn't do anything. Fortunately, it seems like it will come back alive if I fiddle with it enough. And now it seems that everything is good. Okay. This is the center position. Okay. Let's recommence the tow, and at the same time we can start numbers 2 and 3. We have rotation. Excellent. This thing starts up so fast. I don't know if it's realistic, but this thing starts like a rocket. just push back to that taxi line, and then we just head on to the runway and get the fuck out. I'm very new to this airplane, and I've had some problems with taking off. This plane seems to want to turn to the left during takeoff, and I've had some engine pod strikes during takeoffs, so I'm trying to avoid that this time by applying gentle control to the right during takeoff. We'll see how that works out. This is the longest commercial airplane currently in existence. Overall, it's smaller than the Airbus 380, but it's longer, which is pretty insane. It's one of the reasons why I like to fly virtually in the Far East, because they use all kinds of equipment. Even flying domestic flights in here, and that's interesting, fascinating, and all that kind of thing. Okay, let's stop the tow, turn on the parking brake. Engine bleeds on, generators are on. Let's turn on some lights, taxi, runway turn-offs, and wing and logo lights. Excellent. I think I can turn on a couple of the packs now that we have two engines running, but if the last two mysteriously don't start up, that is why. So, let's taxi. This plane is moving backwards. Parking brakes are off. The reversers are not on. So why is this plane moving backwards when I'm applying power forwards? Ah, here it goes. X-plane seems to want really huge amounts of force when taxiing. Let's turn on LNAV. Flight directors are on. I'll turn on VNAV after we take off, as well as the auto throttle. Auto brakes are RTO, our flaps are not set, so let us do that. This airfield is not very flat, I see. Let's stop here for a second. Parking brakes back on. And let's start engines 1 and 4. Now, usually it takes a long while for these things to spool up to around 25 when you turn off on the fuel supply. But these things like rocket up there, and you just turn them on and you have a happy engine. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure if that's very realistic. Let's turn the APU off. Let's turn on the strobe light, the landing lights, taxi lights off. This is a pleasantly short taxi. We should be set. Do you have a takeoff configuration test button? No, because it's Boeing. But we have 4 good engines, so let's go. We are on runway number 1. I'll start the clock. It doesn't do anything, so let's not start the clock, but let us apply takeoff thrust. Takeoff thrust set. 80. V1. Rotate. Positive rate. Gear up. Slightly unsteady on the takeoff, but not too bad. Flaps 1. Enter the clouds. Turn to nav point. FMC message. I really can't look at it right now. Really can't look at it right now. Let's turn the auto throttle on. And whoops, shit. Oh, this is where, these are the points where too many things are happening at the same time. Whoops. Yep, too many things are happening at the same time. Flaps up. Oh, holy crap. Really can't look at all. I was trying to watch our speed, and I got a bank angle warning, then I started to dive and all that crap. Let us turn on the autopilot, LNAV, VNAV, all that jazz. Flaps up, gear up, auto brake has turned on, engine bleeds on, packs on. These are not selectable. But we are on a steady path. And we didn't get a pod strike, so I am learning something. Even I can learn. Let's look at our VNAV. Economy climb. Yes. Ah. Here are the new clouds. I think they're pretty good. Actually, I think they are better. Excellent. Always a pleasant surprise. I'm trying to see if my stream is still up and everything, but it's surprisingly hard. Are we executing that turn? We are not. Which is strange. No, we are doing it now. Good. Okay, we are above transition altitude, so let's... Standard barometer landing lights can go off. Are we restricted at 10,000? I don't think we are. Alright, stupid me, I forgot to set it here. Oh well, no worries. So we are... Can we climb directly to flight level 401? I wonder. Optimal maximum, yes we can. Good. Let's set that to 41,000 then. And this thing, holy crap, 4,000 feet per minute. Well, this is designed to be a ultra long haul airplane, so we are very light for it. What's our FNC message? We don't have any. So I guess we'll just cancel that. Wait, these don't work? Holy crap. I can't cancel these. That's odd. So anyway, not the prettiest takeoff, but most definitely not the worst one either. It always reminds you why on real airplanes you have two pilots. So one can concentrate on flying the airplanes and the other can manipulate all the controls and such. Yes, yes. Give me the stream. Seems to be working. So that is us. And we are on our way. Which is good. Oh, there it goes. I haven't actually really taken a look at these. Let's ride along. Oh, okay. This is actually a pretty good camera. Let's find a screenshot-worthy angle. That's pretty good. For the YouTube art. Yes. Seems that the stream is working pretty good. Excellent. And that would be China a bit below us. Which makes sense. It's very odd that they don't simulate the clock. The only clock that we have is on the electronic flight bag, which estimated time of arrival is 7:57, which doesn't seem right. Um, 5:55. What? 5:25. Right. So to top of descent, it's about an hour. Yeah, it seems right. 6. Yeah, could be. No. Okay, so everything looks good. I actually always forget that we do have checklists, but I'm too good for them. No, actually I'm not. But I'm not good enough to remember that we actually have them. Oh, there's the recall cancel button. Okay. Right. Yeah, but okay, so it's just a recall button. Fine. These things I think should work as well. The panel lighting works, map lighting doesn't work. PTT is... wait. So many acronyms. Who can remember them all? Probably someone who's operating the aircraft should know. But who has time for that? Okay. So, an hour worth of cruise. Do you know any good jokes? The scenery is not that exciting. I just don't have enough hard drive space for photo scenery. It takes so long to generate, and it takes so much hard drive space that I just can't. And since I like to fly pretty much everywhere around the world, it just doesn't really work out. By the way, I've forgotten to check if I've installed scenery for the whole of China, but I think I have, since I checked that we have scenery at the beginning of the flight and at the end of the flight. I've sometimes forgotten to do that, and I had to postpone a stream for a while. I admit it, I'm a fairly new convert from Flight Simulator 10, which means that I'm used to having global scenery as is. Okay. Yeah. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Did not mean to do that. No shit. There. So nobody's in the chat. The popular streamers at this point start chatting with their thousands and thousands of fans, but since I'm not one of those, we'll have to make up some entertainment as we go. Can we actually... does live ATC have Chinese ATC to listen to live? Let's see. Data, please wait. I am waiting. Countries, C as in China. There's Finland here, but although it's illegal to stream Finnish ATC, which is just idiotic, but China, Beijing, hey, SSG tower unavailable. Oh well. So we can't listen to Chinese air traffic control. What's in top 50 right now? JFK Tower, Tokyo Control. Let's listen to Tokyo Control. It's around here. This part of the world.
Now it's on engine for 150. Maintain level 150. Detection 6 clear 019
Wow.
Hotel 4457, flight 266, ground hotel 360. 44457, Tokyo Control. New Sky 21, contact Tokyo Control, 123.9. 123.9, New Sky 21. 4441, contact Tokyo Control, 125.7. 1257, 4441.
Wow.
Tokyo Control, Japan Air 879, request to descend 300. Japan Air 879, Japan. Bye. Japan Air 879, descend and maintain flight 300. Descend 300, Japan Air 879, thank you. 26 area QNH 3004. 3004, thank you.
That would take some getting used to. It doesn't really sound like any English I know, but it's very, I find it very awkward to listen to Finnish pilots, because they speak what we call rally English, which is something like Finnair or Finnair 230 approaching runway. No, wait, sorry. Approaching runway 119. No, niner. Yeah, I'm very bad at rally English. But I guess as long as you can understand it, that's the most important thing. But I actually find it really unfortunate that you can't listen to Finnish air traffic control, because I would find it fascinating. Because I'm a nerd! And nerds find these things fascinating. Nobody's in the chat. Is anyone watching? One person is watching. Thank you for watching. Post a status update to your channel. I'm live. I'm live. Right now. Flying in China. Beijing to Shanghai. Yes, indeed. Post. would... It's so that it's pretty hard to switch from monitoring your statuses and... It's so that it's... That's a really low delay. Monitoring your statuses. The rate of our climb has been really erratic. But you know what I just forgot? I forgot to turn on the seat belt signs. Now everybody's been dancing all throughout the... And I don't have my transponder on, which really doesn't matter when there's no artificial traffic and I'm not flying online. And the weather radar doesn't work, which in 2017 for a fairly new add-on I find to be lacking. And we don't have a headwind. We have a crosswind, but we don't have a headwind. So that's something. Let's see. One thing to monitor during cruise is fuel. Because you want to have it. Whoops. You want to have it, and you want to have it... Still can't turn the wing anti-ice on, so let's hope that this thing doesn't simulate icing. One thing to monitor is fuel, and will you have it in your destination? And at this point it looks very good. We'll have plenty of fuel at our destination. MCP speed is Mach 0.77, but we should be going Mach... That's odd. Let's look at some VNav things. Let's click on the right button, because we should be going no speed / point no speed. Why aren't we going the speed that's been set up? We are indeed flying significantly slower. No, I don't want max rate. Well, our cruise setting should be 850, so let's see, once we reach the top of climb, we should get our butts into gear, and we're just about to reach top of climb, so actually now we can put the seatbelt signs back off. You may dance again. Economy speed is... our optimal flight level is almost what we have, so excellent. And here we are, we've reached our cruising altitude, and yes, the speed setting turned back on, so we'll get our butts into gear. Excellent. So, top of descent, 626, it's 5:40, so we're looking at about 45 minutes of plane cruising. I'm planning to do a very long stream next week, but I'm probably going to do it in Finnish. Let's see what kind of views we have mapped from the manufacturer. Well, this is pretty much the only interesting one. And even that's not very interesting. So we are at our cruise level. And speeding up to our planned cruise speed, and we have extreme crosswind. Fortunately, the plane can handle that, but I hope that we don't have these kinds of winds when we land. We usually don't, but... Or in that case, I should probably say, I hope we don't have those kind of crosswinds when we try to land, because if we have those kind of crosswinds, it would most definitely be an attempted landing rather than an actual landing. So we are cruising at VNAV, LNAV, everything is set, and seatbelt signs are off. Our lights should be configured. Everything is on. Good configuration. And yeah. Except that this should be on auto. And now it is. I think our pressurization is perfectly good. Let's look at all of the systems. Actually, it's really hard to see that behind the throttle controls. This is annoying when the other throttle starts to do this. I don't like it, but I guess it can be helped. So we don't need to watch the navigation like a hawk, so let's leave those there. Electricity all green. Fuel is balanced. ECS. Oh, if we wanted to have the second pack on, we need to open the isolation valve, so let's do that, because why not? But our pressurization and temperatures are all fine. Flight controls, hydraulics all in the green, doors are all closed, and info screen does not work, so let's go back to nav. Okay, all green, all good, all China. Whew. So let's look at our approach. It's good to look at approach things a decent time in advance. I've actually prepared less than usual for this flight because it's been kind of hectic the past couple of days. ZSPD Shanghai Pudong. It's very complicated. Complicated place. 4 runways, 2 terminals, lots of potential taxiing around. We plan to come down at 17 left, so we'll taxi to Terminal 1. Actually, it's going to be a simple taxi, so that's good. And our arrival is SAS 12. So stars 7 left, coming from north, I guess. Let's see if we have SAS in here. Cezanne. Ekimo PK Tosas. Yes, we have. Cezanne 12. We are. So we should expect. We don't have a lot of vertical limitations or directions or speed restrictions or anything like that, which is interesting. So let's see on our legs page what the pilot is planning to do. PDL. Whoa. Wait. Tosas? Right now. Tosas. Yep. Looks good. So 2,960 is the altimeter setting that will set once we reach or start closing in on top of descent. But if we get a change in our the active runway, we'll see if there's some easy. Yeah, that would be SAN 11A, and we can actually switch over pretty late on in the game, so that's good. That's always good to plan ahead of time, because I've gotten in trouble trying to switch from one runway approach to another and not look at the approach charts before, because then it's very easy to get completely lost. And usually I can land the plane just fine, but it's gonna be a lot of hassle. Okay. Yes. So if we do change, we need to do it before JTN, which can be found not in this approach. Okay, so we need to do it before Ekimo, because Ekimo is shared by both approaches. Excellent. And they have the same restrictions up to that point. So that's all good indeed. Excellent. We have approach plans. I know how to taxi if we land on the runway that we're planning on doing the landing, and yep, seems that we are pretty much on track. Well, we're slightly off track according to our navigation, but our active navigation point is Abtab. So it's heading straight to there. Let's check on other interesting views. What's Cinema Verite? Oh, that's awful. That's like instant nausea machine. No, thank you. Views on weapon. We don't have a weapon. Well, this is an American program, so they're so violent. Ooh, a flyby. Those are really hefty crosswinds. That's pretty extreme. What's linear spot? Oh, okay, yeah, alright. Holy smokes. Circle? Alright. Really have to lean in on the wind. It's insane. But it doesn't slow us down so much, so that's good. But imagine what fun it would be if that would be wind that would take us faster. Actually, we are turning slightly more in to get a boost from the wind, so that's exciting. I had so much headwind during my times streaming, so it's exciting to get some boost from the wind for a change. Which reminds me, I've posted about the bug in the electronic flight bag over on the forums, but I don't know if there's been any response. This would be the wrong forum. Payware support. Hello, payware support and 747-8 Intercontinental, and nobody's responded, even though I've posted it 9 days ago, so I guess I'll post about it on the on a separate topic, because no, it's just been on a topic for general comments. Let's see what Explain 11 is up to. Next week it's actually my last week streaming before I'm gonna have to take a couple of weeks, or have to take a break for a couple of weeks because of my surgery. PB16 is out! Hooray! Explain 11 excitement. Battery was draining at 4x the correct rate. Good thing they fixed that. Engine ITT behavior now matches Explain 10. Does that mean that third-party add-ons should work again? Your mapping of engine idle ratios for Explain 10 aircraft files. Looks like it's going to be a major... PP16 fixes a number of compatibility bugs for aircraft and third-party add-ons and rendering artifacts. That's actually fairly exciting for Explain 11. Explain's numeric version can be accessed by dataref. Engine idle ratios can be read and written at runtime via dataref editor. This is Explain 10, by the way, if you haven't looked at it. But I do most of my Explain filing in 11 these days. But the problem is that Explain 11 has basically had only one decently flyable aircraft, and that's Zibo's 737 modification. So it's constant reset autopilot. Flying stabilizers fixed. New autogen models for European medium height buildings. How exciting! It's necessary, but obviously not very exciting on a list of updates. Fixed sky banding. A lot of people have complained about that. I don't even know what that is, but I hear it's very annoying. Holy crap, we're tilting hard because of the crosswinds. But now we have a crosswind boost. Our ground speed is 500. Yes! Finally, I'm getting help from the winds instead of hindrance. And we'll get even more after we turn after Omudi. Wait, do we have a weather radar? Let's see if that changes our progress predictions. Not really. Yeah. At least not yet. Wind farm library objects spin again. Hooray! grunge decals for airports. Tune cockpit shadows less blocky. Fixed sun and moon. Bug fixes for weapons. Again, don't care about weapons. F-mod sound vent. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, it looks like an exciting update. The new clouds really tanked my FPS on X-Plane 11, but there's obviously a lot of optimization to be done because I have a reasonably hefty graphics card these days. I have 1060 NVIDIA. Oh. Public beta 16 breaks cockpit lights. Beta 17 should be out in 24 hours. Will fix cockpit lighting. Oh, beta 17 is likely to be the last beta. Ooh. The road light's missing. A lot of people are complaining about the default aircraft, but who flies default aircraft on a flight simulator? Well, a lot of people, but serious simmers, I don't know. Okay, reports that third-party aircraft are starting to work better. No stars or moon on NVIDIA GPUs. Okay. Not a big deal for me, really. Horrible FPS. Yeah. Road lights gone. Stars flashing. A lot of good feedback though. Color banding. Not a big deal really. Okay, somebody's reporting that they have more FPS. I have to test this after the stream. Well, maybe I'll do the stream, take a walk, because at that point I've been sitting for way too long for my comfort, and then do some tests on XP11, because this looks interesting. FPS has skyrocketed. Much better system than what I do. Whoa! Turbulence. I find the X-Plane 10 turbulence to be highly amusing, because it can just waggles the airplane. Or wiggles might be the more apt word. It's really odd that they have the MD-82 as a default airplane, not like 88 or 90 that are still in use. MD-82 is a very, very old airplane these days. I don't know if... Does anyone operate the MD-82? Your MD-88 is just the MD-82 with the updated flight deck of 87. Airlines who still fly the MD-80 series, yeah. And this is a few years old. Doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Update looks great, superb. Everything I want is working perfectly with good FPS on XP11 public beta 16, including new aircraft, old aircraft meshes, overlays. Brilliant. Yeah, I'll definitely have to check this out. I won't do another flight today because this is a slightly longer one than I usually do, but I definitely have to run some tests. Beta 17 will likely be the last beta of the X-Plane 11.0 series. Well, I'm still seeing plenty of bug reports, so, but I know Laminar, there's a slightly different approach to categorizing betas and alphas and release versions. Well, the end of the betas is here, as they say. Oh, yeah, I know that they're even saying at this point that some of the bug fixes won't be happening until version 11.1. So I'd say that 11.0 then is still a beta. So yeah, well, how I understood it, basically explain 10 was beta before explain 10.5, which is the version I'm running, or what is it, 10.51 or something like that. More favorable winds. Let's go faster. Ground speed is 528. Let's see how fast that is. 528. 8 knots. 2 kilometers per hour. Whoops. 528. No, 539 knots in kmh, because we are civilized. We don't use miles per hour, we use kilometers per hour, which is 998 kilometers per hour. So we are going fast, and we are going faster every second. Now it's 142, 542. Shit. 543, which is 1,005 kilometers per hour. It's nice to go fast for a change, because I've had so many headwinds. So very many headwinds. So very. It was still really tilted. Doesn't matter. Not tilted in the poker sense, meaning annoyed and frustrated, but early arrival expected in our flight plan as well. Excellent. So, I'm trying to see if our flight plan actually says how long our route is, because it's really easy to forget what kind of distances you cover in just over an hour with these things. Distance. No, it's alternate summary. Distance. It doesn't say. It doesn't really matter in terms of dispatch, but it still would be nice to know. How far am I going? Ground distance. There it is. So we're flying 647 nautical miles. So 647 nauticals to km. So we are traveling 1198 kilometers with this flight. So yeah, that's quite a lot. In case you don't know kilometers, that one. Well, by the way, can I go to the passenger section of this airplane? This is a question that I've asked with quite a lot of aircraft recently, and the answer has always been no. We can see really ugly textures, but it would appear that we cannot pass. Thou shalt not pass. Let's see if we can open the flight deck door. Dunk. Unlock. No, we can't. And we can. Hey, we can ring the cabin chime. And these are not clickable, and you can see that they're just flat textures. So let's see if I press C right here. Yep. We don't have a passenger department modeled in this one. Bye plane. I'll just, stay here. You go on without me. Now we'll fly the airplane to its destination. It's very polite to the passengers, who are virtual, but still. They don't like to be referred to as such. Holy crap, it's snowing outside! What is that? On whose authority? It's supposed to be spring. For crying out loud. I was supposed to go out on a walk, and now I really don't feel like doing it, but I have to. Let's check the weather, if that lasts for a very long time. It's not snowing in China, but I'm not actually in China. Well, I guess it wouldn't be snowing at 41,000 feet in any case, but still. Loading weather data. It's supposed to be raining. You fail at weather. But it should pass, and then it should be sunny. Good. So, X-Plane 11 will be out of beta in a while, which is exciting because I can move to that and move all my aircraft to that. Very nice. Can actually zoom in on our navigation range, because we are getting closer, and actually we are getting close to top of descent. So we'll set this to, what was our approach altitude? 129, let's set it to 3,000. so VNav can do its thing all the way up to our final approach. Hopefully. If it works. Which we can never know. Or we can know, just not quite yet. Let's tune in Shanghai Pudong ATIS, which is 127.85. It's very close to being the same frequency. The robot woman is not online yet, which would have been very surprising because we're still quite a ways off. It's getting a bit chilly. Not the spice, the temperature. Actually, before we reach our top of descent, I am going to take a pee. So we are very closely approaching our top of descent. With which means that exciting things are going to happen. The exciting things will largely consist of the airplane will start to descend, and I'm going to watch it. Just 8 nautical miles to our top of descent. 7 now. Well, 7.5, but no. Let's actually turn the seat belts back on. You fucking sit down! And then we'll just watch our speed and give it a yank of the speed brakes if needed. By the way, I forgot to arm my speed brakes for the takeoff. But it was very, very fast takeoff, so we would have had plenty of runway to stop. So not that dangerous, even though it was indeed an operational mistake. Ah! Arriving and departing runway 17 left. Excellent. So we can execute our planned approach, and we are descending. Excellent. 3012. Excellent. Raining. 1300 scattered. 43 overcast. Very, very, very poor visibility. Okay. Well, so this is going to be pretty much an all instrument. Wait, I wasn't even tuned to the right frequency. What? I wasn't tuned into the right frequency. How did it give me Shanghai ATIS? Oh, fuck off. That's very strange. But convenient. But strange. Because this is the frequency for Pudong ATIS, and I had it on standby. This frequency is just something that it was tuned to. It shouldn't give me anything, but how? You are being very random. But okay. I got the information I wanted. So let us look at the approach performance. I think we'll have that one. Thank you. Our ILS frequencies are tuned, but are they correct? One should always check, but they should be, because the navigation data was in date. ILS Zulu. Yep. No, we are ILS left Yankee. Let us see if we should set it to Zulu. Chooses And let's see. ILS Yankee. Yeah, pretty much what to say. It doesn't really matter. From where we are coming from, it really doesn't matter. In Tosas we should have a speed restriction of 215, which it doesn't have, so we shall punch it in. Format error. That's odd. That's how it works in the Airbus. Okay. Okay. We should have plenty of. We've saved a lot of fuel, over a ton of fuel, because literally we've saved a ton of fuel because of favorable winds. For once I have favorable winds. So nice. So very, very nice. The transition altitude is the same. It is 8950. Well, it says 10,000, but it's the same, you know. And our speed is in check. Everything looks good. We'll check back on the robot woman once we get closer to 10,000, which will actually not do until a fair bit later, because we're gonna level off for a second at Cézanne. But still, oh, those clouds look nice. Yeah. And then we need the barometer setting. But other than that, we are all set. ILS frequencies. ILS Yankee is 11. Well, ILS 17 left, it doesn't really matter. That point is 110.7 IPD. That is correct. And flap speed 30/139er. Everything looks to be in order. Excellent. Turning to even more favorable winds, although at this point we're not getting all the benefit because we're descending and we need to start slowing down at some point. We should have a fairly easy landing because we are light, so we don't need a lot of brake pressure or. And I'm just gonna idle the reverse thrusters, which I hear is what 747 does on your average landing. Because 747 idling still does quite a bit of, or generates quite a bit of thrust. brake to 1. Seat belts on. I don't need to configure the lights until we reach 10,000 feet. Nor the barometer setting. The plane pretty much is flying itself. How nice. Open cabin doors. No, let's not do that. And let's zoom in so we can see the approach better. And we have a tailwind. How exciting. For a change we have a tailwind. But yeah, we're not going that fast anymore because we are coming in for a landing which actually will not be very far off. So we made great time. Actually pretty insane time. But that's how it is. Sometimes the winds help you. But this isn't the 100 knot tailwind that I'm eager to get sometimes, so I won't stop complaining if I get a headwind again. But this isn't the 100 knot. Nobody's been in the chat room for the whole stream. I need to chop off the beginning of the stream from YouTube because I have a license to use Monster Cat music on Twitch, but not on YouTube, which is a bit ridiculous, if you ask me. So, we're closing in on 10,000 feet, so Robot Woman, you speak to me again. Three, 0, 1, 2. Okay, apparently I can't set it and then on standby and then activate it later, so I'm just gonna set it now. It doesn't really matter since we are in flat terrain. Let's switch to legs page because I want to know when we're gonna start lowering our speed, which will be at PK, which is there, which is fine. Zoom in again slightly to get a handle on things. I haven't had to do any airspeed management during this descent, which is very rare. Usually that's the thing that takes most of my attention during a descent. Okay, recall, no items. We are good to go. Approaching 10,000 feet, I'm gonna activate the landing lights now that I have time. Yes. Slightly too early, but I'd rather do it slightly too early than forget about it later. It's not that our generators can't handle the extra load of some lights. We're gonna enter a cloud. See if these are beautiful clouds. They're slightly cartoony clouds. I wonder why we're still tilted. Because we don't have strong winds. It's not because of my joystick, because that's been calibrated. Who knows? Actually, do we have our fuel balance? Fuel balance just right. Fuel? Yep. So 12,000 feet. Let's turn the navigation back on. Usually during landing you want to know where you are and where you're going. Very helpful. 11,000 feet. So at this point we're just a few minutes away from landing. And from TOSAS we'll initiate approach mode. We're leveling off slightly. I wonder why. We're dropping speed slightly. Let's see what this is doing, because if I don't like what it's doing, I'm gonna take manual control, because I think we're a bit high at this point. But then again, yeah, we are a bit high. Let's go to vertical speed mode and give this slightly more descent speed. Flaps 1. Yeah, we're still gonna hit those altitude restrictions just fine. And we're gonna be at just the right altitude at CI-17L, which is good, because that means that we are on the right altitude to intercept the light slope. I'm gonna speed us down a bit, and I'm gonna give us a bit of speed brake just to slow us down for the approach. And as predicted, the cloud ceiling is extremely low. So what was our we were flaps 30 and 139, our approach speed, I believe. Let's see. Yes, indeed. Flaps 5. Is that a thunderstorm, or is it just flickering? Who knows? Flaps 10. Let's slow this down. So we're trying to respect this altitude restriction. Flaps 30. Okay, ILS is alive. Auto brakes on, seat belts on, speed brake armed, seat belts on, lights configured, flaps 30, all set for landing. At least as far as I can see. If we're not set for landing, I'm sure we will find out. Okay. We're below the clouds now since it's raining. And after we pass Tosas, I'm gonna turn on the approach mode of the autopilot. First we need to get this thing alive. We have glide slope, but we don't have the approach path yet. Or maybe it doesn't show up until, let's put this to approach mode. Okay, ILS is alive, approach mode. We are clear to land because I say we are clear to land. We can slow on the vertical speed. Whoops, wrong direction. We're coming in unnecessarily slow, but I'd rather have us configured than wonder later. Ah, what lovely weather. What a joy to fly. So, 0 visibility. Fun. Who needs to see where you're landing? That's why we have the instruments. But yeah, approaches often in real life are really slow, so this is, let's just call this realism. Wow. Neat cloud effects. I don't know if they're realistic, but they look nice, I guess. Okay, we are at our capture altitude, or we're approaching our glide slope capture altitude, which is good. Leveling off. What lovely weather to fly. Okay, we're turning to final. Why we're doing it already, I'm not exactly sure. But well, we're tracking it just fine, so yep. Okay, glide slope is live. We captured the localizer. Wow, this really is a this are what I call instrument conditions. Okay, we're lined up. I don't know if we are configured to auto land if necessary, because this is going to be one hefty approach. Okay, I can see the runway, and I do not want to take manual control yet, because I can't see the runway very well, and we have very low crosswind. Land 3, so we can auto land. And yeah, I think we are at category 3 auto land conditions, so we'll just let it do its thing. Because the visibility is very low and very variable, but we are tracking the glide slope just fine. We're well inside the wind limits, so no worries. Maybe I'll take hand control, but I'll take it very late in the game. And actually, let's yank up the auto brake because it's gonna be a wet runway. Snowing outside. It hasn't stopped raining in China, but it has stopped raining in Finland. Very exciting. 1000. Continue. I think I'm gonna take over right about I don't know. Whoops. Right. I told you it would remind me if I haven't been... if I haven't configured correctly. Yes. Landing gear. I'm taking over. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa! Oh, come on! Whoa. That was not very elegant. We shall not watch that on replay, but we are down. And we have survived. But yeah, the wind component was heftier than I predicted, so we should have made it a auto landing. Oh well. Rens. Okay, auto throttle disconnect, FMC message, FS mode, nav frequency disagree. Okay, that's fine, we are on the ground, so we really don't have to worry about any warning messages except the one that would tell us that the engine is completely on fire. Okay, let's find us a gate. Whoa! This is a bumpy airport as well. Holy crap. Wonder if there's something wrong with the mesh. Because I'm gonna switch off number 1 and number 4 engines because we can do a 2-engine taxi, except that holy crap, this is a bumpy airport. Let's config gear. I don't know what that means, but there's definitely something wrong with this mesh. Because yeah, I know that airports in real life aren't exactly flat, but this is ridiculous. So let's just park here. Another excellent, flawless, and brilliant flight completed by yours truly. Fuel control off. Let's connect the GPU so we don't have to worry about APUs. And yes, engine bleeds off. Everything can be turned off, as this is the end of our flight. Off, 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 off. I didn't configure taxi light because I was trying to figure out what the heck is going on with this terrain here. So not the most beautiful approach, landing, taxi, and all that kind of stuff. But it was fine in the sense that we are all here, we have survived, and it was rough weather for a completely unrealistic mesh. Meaning the terrain was not really all that great. So let's turn those off as well. Off. Everything, let's turn everything off. Off, 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 off. Yes. So, FMC messages, end of route. Yes, thank you. I know. We are here. And No, I turned everything off, so I can't raise the flaps again. So, one minor fuck up there at the end, so let's not look at the outside image. Or then I could just, you know, turn on the hydraulics again, but I can't because the engines are have been turned off. Oh well, come on. So let's just turn the plane off and hope nobody notices. Thank you for joining us for this China Airlines flight 1557. We have landed at Shanghai, so in that sense everything is perfect. And we'll see you next week, which is going to be my final stream if my surgery it's going to happen when scheduled. Of course, things can happen and it'll get delayed, but I really hope it won't. So one final English language stream next week, but today I shall bid you farewell for today. Goodbye.